And mute your shit while I play this video, bro.
All right.
Actually hurts women, it demeans women. But this beautiful young woman is a swimmer. She's a champion swimmer, and she wants to break the world record. And she was going to try and do it by, I think, an eighth of a second. She was ready, and she was great. And she's getting ready. She's up, and she's looking, seeing people she's been competing with all her life. Looks left, looks right. Then she sees this person next. Holy man. This guy had a wingspan. Did you see the guy? He was like this. He was the longest human being. Like this. Arms that went down to the floor. But did you see the look? He's looking. Holy. You know what she said when she saw him to herself? But I won't say this because I don't want to get it on camera. She looked at him. She said, "Holy shit, I'm in trouble." Right? And you know, it was like this.
Hey, bro, this nigga is fucking retarded, bro.
But did you see the look?
Hey, bro, this nigga is fucking retarded, bro.
What she saw?
That motherfucker said, "Holy shit."
Very sad because she was seriously injured during the race. You know what injured her? Wind burn. She got burned by the wind. He went by her so fast. Never recovered. Wind burn. So he broke the record by 38 seconds. It's so unfair to women. It's so unfair to women. I mean, if I were a basketball coach, I know who I'd be going. I don't want to get involved, but I'd be hiring. I'd have the greatest women's basketball team of all time. I can't stand LeBron James, but I would say, LeBron, did you ever think about going woman? Because if you did, I'd like to put you on my team. Can't stand the guy. I don't like him.
Hey, bro.
See, this, I was just talking about this shit, bro. This is exactly what I'm talking about, man. Trans need their own motherfucking league. You know what I'm saying?
I can respect that.
Women got their league. Trans men and women need to have their own fucking league.
I can respect that. Cause shit, at the end of the day, women fought for their own shit, and then these niggas is coming over there and just bodying their ass, bro. That shit not right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is not fair, bro. That shit ain't fair. And I'd be
Bro
mad
said
as hell.
he said he'll get a whole team.
I wouldn't even be mad at him. I'd be mad at hell. My daughter on the goddamn team or whatever, and then next thing you know, this trans dude on the opposite team has to start dominating shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That shit ain't even fair, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I feel him on that shit.
Yeah, bro. So a lot of women ain't making noise about that shit because women don't even care about women's sports. They make some noise about that shit on social media, but when it comes to like the WNBA and all that shit, 'cause that's what it really gonna pop off with it. When the motherfucking trans get in the WNBA and start dunking on motherfuckers. We already done had one in the goddamn, I think in UFC, knock a bitch out.
Yeah, when the motherfucker like in the military or something?
I don't know.
I think he was in the military, turned trans, started doing MMA and stuff. I think that's how it went. I could just be replaying a movie I done seen in my head or something.
Hold on, bro. So we can both agree that men's playing in women's sport or women's playing in men's sport, any kind of contact sport, definitely. But for the most part, it's just not right.
Nah, shit ain't right. We can agree on that one. That's one of the few things we can agree on. But that other shit you were talking about,
Yeah, we'll get to that. We definitely gonna get to that. Hey man, you need to go ahead and pull up.
bro, I've been drinking all fucking day. It ain't good.
Is it that bad?
I don't know if it's that bad or that good. I don't know. I don't know which way I'm going with it right now. I think I'm good. I'm good though. Shit. It's
All right, so
good.
do you so let's say your kid graduates and they're in college.
Yeah.
Should it your advice, should they still be following your advice or should they be doing their own thing?
They already done graduated. They in college, but they
Hmm.
under. I mean, shit. They going to college at home. Like they under my roof still. They in college or they gone.
No, let's just say they're abroad.
Nah, they can do their own thing, man. I mean, I'm gonna shoot them advice, of course, but they decision is their decisions. You know, I ain't for to control their life. Ain't nobody control mine. I made my decisions. Had some I had to pay for. Had some was good decisions. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's all about: making the right decisions at the right time or the wrong time, and facing the
Do you
consequences.
okay? So do you think that the father's position plays a role on the kid taking the advice? Like if the father is like, let's just say he's a blue collar father, like he worked hard every day. He didn't pay for his child to go to school, but his child was still able to get into this great school. Do you think that would play a role versus if the father was, let's say, paying for the education? Like, what if he was paying for the education?
See, I
Do
feel
you
like the
think your child should?
father
Do you still feel the
sound
same
like
way? Do you still feel the same way? Let's say if you
see
paying for the
that's
education, do you still feel that same way? Do you continue to pay for the education?
see when this money come when this money coming out of your pocket, you feel more compelled to your own money out there. So you want shit to go the way you want it to go, and it still may not be that way. So I mean, even though you spending the money out your own pocket, I feel like the right thing would be to do is to still let your child do what they want to do, even if you is chunking out the money to pay for it or whatever. But like we selfish beings, so you know what I'm saying. We gonna be like, nah, see, I'm paying for this shit. You gonna do what I want you to do it, how I want you to do it, when I want you to do it. That's how most people gonna end up probably taking it though. But me, if I'm paying for it, I still want them to make their own decisions. Cause then they might want to change their mind or whatever. And I don't want to waste my money and they gonna change their mind. So I'm like, shit.
So you'll pay for like you'll pay for these degrees that you really can't even use. Like, cause it's degrees that motherfuckers go get, and you know it don't benefit shit. They don't use it. So like, let's just say your child trying to think of a botch degree off the top of my head.
I mean, I got a associate's degree in liberal studies. Fuck up
Like
American shit.
that. Like, what the fuck
You
are you
know what
going
I'm
to
saying?
do with that? Matter of
It
fact,
was just that
thank you for that
I wanted a
example.
degree and I didn't know what I wanted to go
So,
to school for. So
you
I
are
just
you going to pay for a 4 year degree in liberal studies?
I get what you're saying. It is wasting your money. But I'm like, shit, the first one on me. if that's the case, I look at it. The first one on me. If you don't go through with it, you
Hold
don't go
that
through
thought.
with it. If it's a
Hold
waste,
that
it's a
thought. Let me go
waste.
get this charger. Let me go get this charger. Hold
Yeah.
that thought. Yes, I'm prepared. So what you gonna do? You you saying you still gonna pay for that bachelor's degree in liberal arts?
And that's what they want to do. That's what they want to do.
But you know ain't gonna be no job coming out of that shit. I don't think I can do it, bro.
You want
I
to do it?
don't just, hell nah. Cause I want the best for my kids, bro. And I don't care how they feel in the moment. At some point in time, they're gonna see why I did what I did. So if they don't want to go for a if I'm paying for it, if they don't want to go for a degree that I'm saying is the better option for them, like in the STEM field, like an engineering, hell, nurse, registered nursing, like to be a travel nurse or something like that, then no, bro. I'm not
But
paying for
it's
that. I'm not
still
paying for
it could still be something that they can get from that. Even if it's not like a specific job, it's still some kind of skill. It's still some kind of like experience that they can get from the experience of getting that degree that
that
they can
sound
still
good.
apply to their life in some kind of way.
That sound good. And they can get that on their own money. But on my money, on my money, you getting this. It's gonna go this way. Now, if you got a scholarship and I'm not paying for shit, by all means, I ain't got no say in what you want to do. I'm gonna advise you the best I can, but I ain't got no say. But if I'm paying for it, yeah, it's gonna go this way. Even if I'm not paying for it, I'm still gonna try to. I'm still gonna tell them what to do. You know, most people will say that would be advising them. No, I'm gonna be telling them, even though I know they're gonna do what they want to do. I'm gonna tell them what to do. This is what you need to do. You need to go here and study this, finance, accounting, like I said, engineering, shit like that, bro. When you gonna come out of that, you gonna pay your student loans back if you got student loans ASAP. But I say that to
I
say to
agree.
bring, I say that to bring us to our next video. Just give me 1 second. Let me get this queued up for you. Let me get you to mute yourself, brother.
All right.
It does make it. It kind of made it a little scary for me. He's big on education, and I felt like in college I wasn't getting an opportunity. I wasn't feeling like myself in college. I got that invite to the G League elite camp, and that opened a lot of doors for me. I said that before. That I feel like that really brought me back and kind of showed a little bit of what I can do. And then once I started getting calls from teams to work out, I was like, man, this is what I want to do. Like I'm here. It's right in front of me. Just go for it. So I continued to work. He didn't like that idea at all. You know, I, it sucks that he didn't like that idea, but I'm a grown man. I'm 22 years old. I can make my own decisions. So it was right in front of my face. I'm not backing up from. I'm gonna go get it if I see it. So that's just how I'm built. I take everything the same way. I took my heart surgery the same way. Being cleared was right in front of me. Being healthy was right in front of me. I went for it. I'm not backing down from no one. I know he's an NBA legend. I know he's my dad, but it's right in front of me. I had to go get it. So if he likes it or not, it's not gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. And like I said, I want to play basketball. I want to get it, so I'm here.
All right. You muted, bro. So what you think about Shaq's son decision? He decided to go to the draft instead of finishing college. Shaq wanted him to finish college, and his son said he grown. He gonna do what he want to do, whether he like it or not.
It's technically on. You know, when the kids are 18, they don't listen.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's Shaq. And maybe because my daddy ain't Shaq, and I'm just not used to having Shaq as a dad. But still, I don't know. Listen to the certain men in my life really did help.
So what you said you thought about that, bro?
I said, shit, if I was his son, I would have listened. You got me fucked up. Shit, that's Shaq, bro. Shaq is your father, and that's why I was telling Brianna, like, maybe it's because I'm not used to having Shaq as a dad, so but me personally, bro, I know Shaq businessman, and Shaq goddamn was a beast on that court. Pause.
You didn't get no drink? I did. All right, it must be mine then. But appreciate it. My bad, bro.
Yeah,
Over
but
here, is.
I feel like he really should have listened to Shaq in that moment.
I had to lead during some of that video. So what Shaq was saying, pretty much, he need to go to school first.
Yeah, well, he need to finish school and not the end of the NBA draft.
But that's the thing, though. School ain't for everybody, bro. And everybody be like, yeah, finish school, finish school.
It's not, but in
But
school,
instead of finishing school, maybe he should have told his son to go get a trade or something, you know?
if
Because ain't
school
nobody
ain't
trying to do 4 years of school every time.
if school ain't for everybody, bro, then the last motherfucker I would have think to be able to actually go to college would be Shaq.
Why?
You must don't know Shaq, bro. Come on now, bro. Shaq was not the smartest man in the world, and he'll tell you that himself. Hey, man. Like he wasn't, bro. Like, but he pushed himself and he kept going. And like shit, he wanted to do the same shit. He wanted to goddamn go ahead crash out early so he can goddamn get in the league. But his stepdaddy told him no. You not ready yet. His coach told him no, you're not ready yet. I think you should stay another year. And that's what he did. He didn't want to stay another year, but he stayed. Look at him now. Come on, man.
It's all on perspective, man. Okay.
But like you say, man, hey, people gonna do
If
what
he
they want to
didn't,
do,
you
man.
think if Shaq didn't finish school, he would be any less of a player than he was?
Uh-uh.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't see no
So what kind
curve.
of fucking
You said what, bro?
Can't see going right.
You said if Shaq what, bro? If Shaq what?
I'm over here. You said who said he wasn't ready to go to the NBA? His coach or his dad?
For Shaq,
Yeah, for Shaq.
his dad told him don't do it. Finish college. His mama told him don't do it. His coach told him. I think his coach was more supporting on whatever he wanted to do. But I think his coach kind of hinted that he didn't want him to really go yet either, and to stay one more year. And that's what he did. And when he stayed there next year, and then next year after that, he stayed one more year. Then he got drafted. Then he got to the Magic. Hmm. No, I was talking about the video we talking about. But I don't know. I think finishing where he started kind of gave him a different perspective on a lot of things. Because a lot of people don't ever finish what they start.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and Shaq did that shit. And like I said, he wasn't the smartest motherfucker, bro. So, and who's to say, like, that's the thing, bro. And I hate that shit about NBA. A lot of NBA players, like, niggas should want to goddamn if they getting a free ride to get a free degree, bro, get that shit. Because, nigga, basketball not forever. And a lot of y'all niggas don't know shit about financial literacy. So, nigga, what's the problem? You need it. It's always good to have a backup plan. It's always good to have something to fall
That's
back
what I was
on.
saying.
So yeah, in that instance, bro, I think he should have listened to his father. His father got the results that he want.
Yeah, I feel you. It is good to always have something to fall back on.
Right.
Because that shit not
So
happen.
you
That
gonna
shit not
turn your
came back on
camera
me in
on, bro,
life.
or you eat?
I'm eating right now, bro.
See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I had to eat, bro. Been a long day.
I got a little bonus video for you.
I got Khalil on. He liking it though. He like doing. What you got from? What's on the next one?
I'm about to pull this bitch up.
What y'all think about the new Chris Brown?
I ain't heard it. I have not heard the new Chris Breezy.
y'all believe is it it's not a monogamous relationship,
No.
correct? Is it polygamy? Is it open relationship? Is it we'll never get married?
Yeah, I guess it's kind of one of those things where it's like it's not necessarily anything. It's like
Okay.
this is just us. This is our relationship.
Okay.
And what you do outside of that is what you do outside of that.
Got
And what I do
you.
outside of that is what I do
Got
outside of
you.
that. Everything is respectful, everything is honest.
Got you.
Yeah, so like we don't really define it, but it's like, you know, you do your thing, but like it's the same kind of thing. And I've said this before, and I've seen it come up a lot, is where it's like I'm only worried about my family. I'm worried about my home, and everything outside of that isn't my business, and it doesn't really bother me. And it genuinely doesn't bother me. There's a lot of women that can say, you know, whatever, but I'm happy with, you know, all of my needs are met at the end of the day.
Okay.
And if I want, so what my favorite thing about Nick is if I want something, I ask for it. I never have to ask for it again. I never have to say the same thing twice. I never have to, whatever. I want more time. I want to do this. I want to do that. Sure. And he's just there. I don't know how he makes time to do any of this shit, but he's there and he comes through. And all of the things that you like worry about with other people, like I have none of that. Like,
Motherfucker just say something just one time, and they ain't gotta say it no more. Somebody gotta say this shit just one time, and they don't gotta say it no more. That's love right there.
What do you mean?
That means he always put. That mean because he's always putting her needs and wants above his. That's what that means. But I want to know if it's vice versa. Does she do it too?
Bro, you heard what she said.
What part? I
Did
caught
you
the
not hear
middle
the
of it.
video? You want me to
Yeah,
play it
but
again for you?
it kicked me out when I got back in. Yeah, play it for me
Want
again.
me to play it again for you?
Yeah.
Hold on.
The fuck you saying, bro?
What am I saying?
Yeah.
What am I saying? Yeah, because I muted. Because I muted the mic on purpose because I was talking to my wife.
But they can't give music extra for
She over here done goddamn start playing Chris Brown. I'm like, bro, you don't see me trying to motherfucking have a podcast? I'm like, shit, you don't see me motherfucking trying to have a podcast? Then you trying to fuck me up for? I want to hear the new Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm. Chris Brown, lucky man.
All right, hold on, bro. Here we go.
Y'all believe is it it's not a monogamous relationship,
No.
correct? Is it polygamy? Is it open relationship? Is it we'll never get married?
yeah, I guess it's kind of one of those things where it's like it's not necessarily anything. It's
Okay.
like this is just us. This is our relationship.
Okay.
And what you do outside of that is what you do outside of that.
Got
And what I
you.
do outside of that is what I do
Got
outside
you.
of that. Everything is respectful, everything is honest.
Got you.
Yeah, so like we don't really define it, but it's like, you know, you do your thing, I do mine, but like it's the same kind of thing. And I've said this before, and I've seen it come up a lot, is where it's like I'm only worried about my family. I'm worried about my home, and everything outside of that isn't my business, and it doesn't really bother me. And it genuinely doesn't bother me. There's a lot of women that can say, you know, whatever, but I'm happy with, you know, all of my needs are met at the end of the day.
Okay.
And if I want, so what my favorite thing about Nick is if I want something, I ask for it. I never have to ask for it again. I never have to say the same thing twice. I never have to whatever. I want more time. I want to do this. I want to do that. Sure. And he's just there. I don't know how he makes time to do any of this shit, but he's there and he comes through. And all of the things that you like worry about with other people, like I have none of that.
Wow. Okay. She went playing. That too. Is
That's
rare.
Nick. That's Nick.
Goddamn.
That's Nick Cannon, baby mom.
Oh, baby maker. The baby making Nick. Wow. That motherfucker, yeah. He probably the reason behind this goddamn shit that's going on.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
Oh
That nigga,
shit.
yeah.
So what you think about that, bro?
I mean, she said it herself. I mean, if she's happy, whatever's in her relationship is in her relationship, and she happy. I salute that shit. Cause I mean, why are you supposed to be with one woman? Like what? For what? Just for what? You got a shit
You
ton.
want to go there?
You got a shit ton of sperm.
You want to go there?
She got a shit ton of eggs.
No, she don't. A
She
woman
don't.
has a set count of eggs, bro. From
For
the
real?
day, from the moment they born, they have a set count of eggs. They shit don't increase like our sperm, bro. God damn, bro. Did you not pay attention?
Oh,
The fuck? One, I think this shit means that if a man is upfront and honest in the beginning, he may get what he wants.
but how many niggas gonna be up front? Yeah.
That's the problem.
And
That's the
then
problem we have.
that takes
That's one
courage
of
to
the
tell the
problems we
truth.
having right now.
Because for you to goddamn be honest from the jump, that means because most men are not honest because they afraid of that big no, or losing her completely just because they wanted something small to them, you know. But that shit hard, man. Man, telling the girl you love, that you really love her, but you just
You
want to
tell her before
fuck
you
around.
love her.
You love her, but you just want to go
Tell
fuck
her
around.
before you love her.
Shit.
Why you waiting till love get involved, nigga? You tell her from the jump. When you and in the first couple days, this is what I'm on. This is the type of time I'm on. I'm just letting you know so I don't waste your time or mine.
I hear
If
you.
she accepted, she accepted. What you used to tell me when it came to talking to girls? What's the worst she could say? No.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, that's the worst she could say. But honestly, that's how niggas should move. And you might, well, if you can afford it, you might end up like a Nick Cannon, having your way. Because that's what he doing. He having his way. And I'm not saying every nigga want that way when I say that, but I'm just saying that that's what he wants, and he's be able to do it. And none of his baby mamas are out here dragging him or belittling him or making him seem like the bad guy. He taking care of them kids, and they all seem happy. Cause I ain't heard not one negative story about Nick being a deadbeat dad. Hey man, that man almost a billionaire, but don't nobody want to talk about that. Nick been getting money a long time.
That nigga finally getting a damn beard. Yes.
se me huevo, qué loco. Gracias a Dios, hay una mierda de emergencia, papá. Ah.
Wheel came out that bitch. Right there. Man, oh man. We are never flying red there.
Never heard of them.
Indeed. But apparently they fly in Miami. Yeah. We ain't never flying them.
You've never heard of them.
Oh shit. Well, you don't know, man. You gotta go to Google and you see they got the lowest price.
Cheap bullshit. Spirit.
Shit, me. I ain't never flying that shit. I ain't never flying that shit no more. First class seats don't even recline on Spirit. Like, it's just a wide seat. Other than that, it ain't no goddamn point in that shit. Never again, babes. Ah, they racist. Everybody racist. I don't know. My co-host went. It's probably somewhere off masturbating. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, you bet, ho. You muted. Yo, you muted. Hey, nigga. Fix your shit.
Yo.
Hey,
Bye, bye, bye.
you just got in trouble,
No.
huh? You got all that pictures, you motherfucking topic. She got all that motherfucking pictures, you motherfucking topic. Now your ass ain't got in trouble. Why you ain't back there?
Your ass up.
Like I was telling you, bro. I think a niggas just goddamn be honest in the beginning with females. They get a lot more out of the female. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Out of any woman they trying to approach or talk to. But niggas always want to motherfucking play games. But let's get to the motherfucker. So let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the meat. Let's get to the meat. So you know and I know what the hell done happened today.
Oh yeah. Speak on it, man.
So let's go ahead and get the context of what we motherfucking talking about. Just hold that
You about to play a
motherfucking
video?
stop. Yeah.
You about to play a video?
Yeah. It's gonna be real quick, just 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds of your time.
We're following some major breaking down in the United States. The U.S. Supreme Court has overturned Roe versus Wade. The ruling ends nearly 50 years of constitutional protections for abortions. Bans are expected in roughly half of America's states. It comes more than a month after a stunning leak of a draft opinion by Justice Samuel Alito indicating the court was prepared to take this momentous step. This is a live look in D.C. right now as people react to the decision.
All right, bro. What you think?
Some bullshit. That's what I think. So how you gonna
Think it's
tell me I can know
bullshit?
somebody?
You
You gonna
think
tell
it's
me
bullshit? Wait. What do you
I
think
think
is
it's bullshit.
bullshit?
It's bullshit. Cause now you gonna tell me I can't nut in this motherfucker and kill the baby, or an accident can't happen. Oops, and then we just get rid of that motherfucker. Like
Nah,
you gonna
bro.
force me? You gonna force me to raise a child?
Yeah.
How you gonna force me? How you gonna force her to carry the child?
Nobody
Do it.
forced this. Nobody forced you to do anything. You made all the choices to get you in that situation.
No. What if she gets raped?
Yes.
What if she get raped?
I'm pretty sure there will be
Now she
amendments
raped.
in the law
Ain't
for
gonna be
that.
no damn
That's
amendment.
why you vote. That's why you vote for your state representatives who's going to be actually in control of this shit, bro. The state is going to be in control of this shit. All the fucking shit, all this shit mean today is the Supreme Court is no longer saying, hey, this is not a constitutional thing. This is a state thing. This is something that the states decide. So whoever you put in power is gonna make the decision for you and your woman's womb, bro. That's how that shit gonna work.
It's
Now,
bullshit.
as far as the rape shit, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some amendments in the goddamn law, bro. And if it ain't, that's the only people I feel bad for. But we ain't gotta go to the extremes because statistically, I hate saying that word.
Yeah.
Only 5% of rape victims, I say this, of reported rape victims, because we do know a lot of women don't report the shit, but only 5% of reported rape victims end up getting pregnant. So in your analogy, you're talking about the minority. While the minority is important, bro, I'm pretty sure there will be amendments for that shit.
So they gonna regulate what a female can do to her body. Then
How?
once they do this, what's the limit? Oh, now you can't have
Y'all
sex
fucked up the limit. Y'all
so
fucked
many
up the
times a
limit.
day, so
Y'all
many
fucked
times a
up the
year.
limit. Niggas fucked up the limit when they let us put up when they let the government put us on a lockdown. That's when y'all fucked up the limit. That's when the power got revoked. When they enforced that mask mandate shit, that's when the power got revoked, bro. And be careful on certain words you say. Don't say the C word. The one that start with C and end with 19. Don't say that shit.
Okay, your 13-year-old
But
daughter
back to
get
the topic
pregnant.
at hand, bro.
Your 13-year-old daughter get
So
pregnant.
so don't go to the extremes because
How's it not extreme? That's what's happening. Kids be like, oh, I want to try having sex. And they be like 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old, young as hell. Oh, I want to have sex.
and
They
do you
get
know how
pregnant.
many? Do you know right now the majority of men are not losing their virginity until they mid-20s?
Bro,
Look it up.
I don't give a damn.
Like, bro, everything you saying can be
How?
avoided. Everything you're saying can be avoided if people will start moving with intentions.
So
If
you gonna
people
pay
will start
you
moving
ready to
with
pay child
intentions.
support? You ready to pay child support because your son got this
What am
chick
I
pregnant?
paying child support for?
Because your
My
son
son's
got this
not
chick
gonna do
pregnant.
nothing like that.
You don't know.
And if he does, that's the issue we're gonna have to face. And guess what? We gonna face it head on because at the end of the day, whether this law was changed or not, he was gonna face that issue. With that child wasn't gonna get the A word deleted. The child wasn't gonna get deleted, bro. He was gonna have to face that consequence. Cause I just don't believe in the shit. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm not moving my position on this shit, bro.
At the end of the day, it's gonna be a whole bunch of women getting pushed down some steps.
At the end of the day, maybe women should just close their fucking legs and stop letting motherfuckers in it all the time.
So people can hear you.
At the end of the day, maybe women should go back to treating their womb and their hoo-ha like it's sacred, like it's supposed to be treated. And then we
Ooh.
won't have these problems. Maybe women should pick. Maybe women should probably pick better men. Maybe women should probably pick better men.
So yet again, here it is, men discussing shit that has nothing to do with men because they ain't the ones that
How it don't have nothing to do with men when men have to foot the bill of a kid? How do it have
going through pregnancy, having to deal with
men
these
have to
children, having
foot
to
the
raise
bill?
these children?
Real
Y'all not the
men
ones
fit the
doing it.
bill for their kids.
The most
You
of
not
them will have to
you not
pay
talking.
child support, which is
You're not
bullshit.
talking to nobody who's paying child support. Their kids are living with them. I pay for my kids every day. So have that conversation with it. That's again, you decided to have a baby
Bruh.
by somebody you
Hold on.
knew
What are
was
you
gonna be
talking about?
sorry.
What are you talking about?
You control who goes in you, right? You control if they use a condom, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Not
You
all the
have
Okay,
the
time.
woman
hold
has
on.
to say so in all that. A man
Let's be
cannot just
honest.
go in a
I
woman
don't even
raw
believe in
unless there's
abortion.
rape. And
I
if
don't
he
even
rapes her,
believe in
he should be in
abortion.
jail.
I don't
So let's
believe in
not talk
abortion
about the
at all.
extremes and let's talk about normal shit.
I
Let's just
don't
keep it
believe in
normal.
abortion at all.
Me
I
either.
don't believe in it.
Me
So
either.
you trying to tell me that if a woman decides, okay, I don't think I can handle having a child, she should be forced to do
You
it
should have thought
because
about that
men
before you
made that
started doing
money?
grown folks shit. Because what if you get an STD and your shit can't even goddamn go no more? You should have thought about that before. What if you get HIV? You should have thought about that before you was out here doing this shit and being promiscuous. Stop promoting hypersexuality. Stop promoting all this. Let's get it in and start motherfucking goddamn focusing on yourself. Y'all want to bust it open for every single nigga. Every single nigga ain't the one for you to bust it open for. What happened?
Who you arguing with?
I don't even know where Jay done came from.
Check.
Hey, nah, Jay on my brother's phone.
Took over the thing.
Hey. But then what I wanted all the smoke.
But the thing is, you have daughters.
Yeah, your shit fucked up. Your shit fucked up. So I ain't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing you said. I didn't hear nothing you said. Start over. Start over. Start over. I didn't hear nothing you just said. Y'all shit just fucked up like a motherfucker. Like, that's the thing. Hey, we're just having a conversation. Lower your tone and strengthen your argument. That's all. We're just having a conversation.
So you have
Tell
a
me
daughter.
what you were saying.
Your daughter get raped.
You have daughters.
Bro, why do y'all keep bringing up the extremes? Stop bringing up the extremes.
It's not the extreme.
Rape is the extreme. Rape is the extreme. And I've already stated my position on the extreme. There should be amendments on the extremes. On the 5% of women that report rape, all the women that report rape, 5% get pregnant. So you're talking about 5% of women out of all the women that report rape get pregnant. Just 5%.
I'm not even talking about rape.
That's the minority. That's what you just said.
In other words, if they ever make a decision.
So what I just said was make an amendment. We agree that there should be an amendment for. So let's just say this: we agree that there should be an amendment for women that has rape issues. If you are raped, if you have health issues, like if the woman's that issue with being, if she could goddamn die from having a baby, or if the baby could die, then that should be goddamn. They should be allowed to have one. But if you just out here fucking and you don't fuck the wrong nigga, or you don't, damn, my phone done died.
I don't believe in abortion.
Don't worry.
I don't believe in abortion for myself. I've never agreed with it. What happened to it?
Nah, this shit probably went there.
Don't worry. I'm here.
I was saying, I don't even believe in abortion for myself. I always felt like that was my choice. But what I'm saying is, if something that happens
Hold on.
Okay. I'm talking about Tabby.
Bruh. Nah, bro, I'm trying to just click on the goddamn sound. Yo.
Yeah.
I hear you, bro. Now, what was that? Because we already said we all agree on the extremes. We all agree on the extremes. Everybody in their fucking right mind with morals, agrees on the extremes. So stop using the extremes. And let's talk about the regular person who's just out here having fucking sex from just fucking. Let's just talk about that. Because we all agree on the extremes. The extremes should be mandated to where those should be goddamn able to goddamn get abortions. The rapes, the health issues, all that type of shit. The molestations, all that type of shit. We all agree on that. So let's just stop. Because that's a waste of time. And let's focus on the people who just out here having reckless sex, choosing the wrong men, and having 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 abortions. Because motherfuckers know them motherfuckers. They out here.
Yeah.
That shit ain't right.
No, it's not right. And like I said, I don't even agree with abortion
You
like
should
that.
have to. You should have to deal with the consequences of your actions.
But
Take
what I'm
accountability
saying
for
is,
your
like,
actions.
teenage girls.
Take accountability for your actions. Women wanted to be equal like men, right? Y'all fought for equality like men, right? Men don't have that choice unless they got them not have sex or put on a condom and hope the condom don't burst and pray that the woman don't get pregnant. Otherwise, if the woman gets pregnant, a man does not have any say-so whether she has that child or not. He has no say-so. It's only up to the woman. It's only up to the woman. Well, guess what? Now it's up to nobody. You having the baby. So just like we ain't have no choice, now y'all don't have the choice. So what the fuck are y'all mad about? Y'all wanted to be equal. Now y'all are fucking equal. What's the fucking problem? What's the problem?
That's not the point.
Because now y'all want to be accountable for the fuck niggas y'all been fucking. When motherfuckers told y'all to keep y'all legs closed, y'all didn't want to listen to them. Y'all didn't want to hear them. But now everybody up in arms and feel a type of way. Like I said, all this should be bringing the conversation to is focusing on hypersexuality in the black community, because that's a problem. It should be focusing on teaching our little girls to keep their legs closed, and that room is for somebody special and not to be treated like a motherfucking pawn shop or a motherfucking goddamn gas station or a trap house, because that's how they treating this shit. And for men to be moving more intentional with the women. Like, bro, y'all can't be up in arms about this shit, because all this shit does is hold everybody accountable now.
And I don't disagree with anything that you're saying. The only thing that bothers me with this situation is if somebody is a teen. So not everybody is ready to help with that. Families ain't always ready to help the teenage daughters or teenage sons deal with somebody having a kid. And so now we got to have even more babies everywhere. More people on welfare, more people getting extra shit because they gonna have all these babies everywhere now that ain't nobody gonna want to take care of.
Well, guess what? Should have thought about that before you get laid down. You know what sex is. You know the repercussions for sex. You know you can get an STD. You know you can get something that you can never get rid of. Why are you keep making excuses for shit that you learned in middle school? If you don't want to move accordingly, then that's your fault. Don't expect nobody to feel bad for you. And we're already paying for the social programs anyway. That shit already coming out of our taxes. Food stamps ain't going nowhere. Welfare ain't going nowhere. Section 8 ain't going nowhere. So, like I said, at the end of the day, the only way is to solve the problem is to stop the hypersexuality of one, the kids, two, the adults, too. The saddest shit in the world is 1 in 4 people got hurt.
This is going to correct it.
So statistically, one of us on this bitch got that shit. Now, I know we don't because we family. But I'm just saying, that shit is a sad stat. But we can change that if we start practicing more conservative views, maybe.
And
it's just a suggestion.
I agree with that. But everybody's not going to do that. And it's just going to make more children that's just going to be left on everybody else.
Everybody can't get along. You can give a horse the water, but you can't make them drink. You can give the horse the water, but you can't make them drink, and that's their life. They want to pay the price. That's their life. How does that shit ever work out? You barely get a LeBron out of those situations. Like, you get more. All that shit do really is fuck up the community even more. Because you're not having sex with somebody that you deem as value that could raise your child. Like, come on, bro. Come on, you shouldn't even be having sex. You shouldn't be having sex. Period. Keep your legs closed. At the end of the day, you look like you wanted to say something, bro. You said you was gonna goddamn. You said you was gonna hit me off my rocker, bro. I don't feel like I'm off my rocker.
Cause I feel like you on some bullshit, bro.
It really feel like I'm cooking right now.
Do now. You see how people do now? They have babies and the babies be in trash cans or they be in toilets and all that type of shit.
That's on their soul.
I feel
that's
like
on their soul. And they going to jail for that shit. And they going to jail for that shit. And they going to jail for that shit.
This shit gonna cause more problems, bro.
I just feel like it's gonna be dangerous like it used to be, where women was doing all this extra shit to get rid of them because they couldn't go anywhere. So now they're gonna be doing more dangerous shit to try to get rid of it because they don't have any other choice.
Hold that thought real quick. My producer is saying something. So what y'all want to say? What y'all want to say? So what y'all think is what y'all think should happen?
You said what?
What do y'all think should happen?
I don't think it should be a ban. Now, do I think it should be more restrictions?
It's not a ban. It's not a ban. They simply just took it out of the Supreme Court's hands and left it up to the states to decide. So it is up to your state elected officials. So if you don't vote and if you don't get out there and goddamn vote and pay attention to who your councilman is and who your mayor is and who your governor is and all that type of shit, your secretary, your treasurer, if you're not paying attention to that type of shit, and right now it's voting season, then you dropping the ball on yourself already. So you fumbling your womb by not paying attention to by who's in politics and by not participating in politics. I know everybody should say, I know everybody, especially in our community, be like, fuck politics. But at the end of the day, if they got this much power,
I feel like
that's good. But a lot of people do. But if they got this much power to cause this much outrage over people, I suggest people start paying attention and start going to their elected officials and making sure their elected officials don't pass any laws in their states. Because I know the state I'm in, it's over with. I'm in Texas. You already know it's over with.
Yeah.
It's over with. So that's what motherfuckers need to be doing. But motherfuckers not going to do that shit. They just going to bitch and whine.
Especially in our community, we already know it's hard to get them to go out and vote. It's hard to get them to pay attention to that because they think it's already rigged.
Hey,
so
if black women can get Joe Biden in the office, black women can do anything. If black women can get Joe Biden in the office, black women can do anything they put their mind to. I got my shoot. Y'all can do it.
You said black women got him into the office.
Y'all definitely can do it. Y'all definitely did.
Well, ain't no y'all in there. Cause I didn't vote for him.
Joe Biden said it himself. Yeah, man. It's just a lot that need change in the community. You got 14 to 15-year-olds behaving certain ways because they see certain celebrities acting certain ways. They think that shit cute. The mama acting that same way, and because they think that shit cute. Like, bruh, it's a chain. It's a cycle. Like, and I worry about my daughters. That's why I talk to my daughters. I keep it 100 with my oldest, bro. I tell her the truth, bro, about everything. Because at the end of the day, I don't need her friends coming in her, influencing her, she already need to be on game. She need to know the
And
truth
see,
about
that's
everything.
how I am with my girls. I've always told them the truth about everything. Because I never want them to be misinformed and fuck up and mess up their life over something they thought was fun at the moment. But the problem is that the sad part about it is everybody don't talk to their kids like that. Everybody don't be open and honest with their children. And there's more of people not doing it than it is people that are doing it. So the only thing that concerns me with this is that if the majority of people aren't doing it already, they're not putting in their children's mind that they need to be paying attention to this to situations, that they don't need to be out here just wilding out because they see other people fucking doing, especially other people of other races. They can get away with doing shit that we can't. But the problem is that if nobody's listening or doing anything like that, it's just going to get worse for us as Black people. It's going to be more of our children, which African American children already is filling up. What were you saying earlier? Like orphanages, not orphanages. Like in the to be adopted or whatever. It's already a shit ton of Black kids that's not getting adopted, not getting, chosen because they rather other races. So we about to have more kids out there that's not going to be taken care of because they was already unwanted, that they was forced upon somebody. And that's the part that scares me with this. Is that we're going to look up and there's going to be a crap ton of kids out there that's not going to get anything from this.
You know who that fall on? The parents.
Of course, it fall on the.
That's why we need to start having the conversation now. That's why we need to start having this conversation now and normalizing this conversation and normalizing this behavior. Like all that just fucking around, just having sex for no reason.
But
like
that's the point that I'm making, though.
When a nigga get married, when a nigga get married, let me say this. When a nigga get married, he should regret. And when a woman, when they get married, when a man or a woman gets married, they should regret all the sexual partners they've had before. Because all that pointless sex meant nothing. Because now you got to learn a whole new person. You got to learn their body, and you're going to be with that person for the rest of your life. So that shit, all that shit you was doing before don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. You busting pointless nuts. Now, I'm going to hold the men accountable, say men need to practice discipline, but I know niggas ain't going to want to hear that shit. They not. And that's just the way to go.
Too,
and I can't help that shit. But that
people
shit's
ain't gonna
stupid.
listen to that. People ain't gonna want to do that because they ain't got to a point now where they think it's okay to fuck around and do everything else because everybody say it's okay now.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. That's why I feel like this actually, it could help if people look at this as a learning situation.
If they
but
look
they're
at
not,
it that kind of
they're
situation,
not,
but they ain't.
Because one, everybody loves to run in the victim Olympics. Yeah, I stole that. Two, goddamn, everybody want to have an opinion that shouldn't. Some people's opinions don't fucking matter. Some people should just shut the fuck up because they don't even read shit. They just talk shit. And that shit is fucking annoying. But I'm sorry. I digress.
Oh my God.
Listen, fucking kicking in. But like I said, this should really start the conversation about people actually controlling their sexual drive and moving with more intentions. Don't just be opening up your legs for anybody. Because now you got to pay the same consequences that men been paying their whole life. And that's being at the mercy of somebody else when it comes to a child being born. And unfortunately, that's unfortunate, but honestly, that's what women's in the 60s and 70s fought for, equality. And that's women being equal to a man now. And the real reason I feel like women are upset because it holds them accountable for the mistakes they had. And everybody knows accountability is a woman's kryptonite. Tell me a motherfucking lie.
Some women.
But
But that's not
98.8,
all women.
98. It's not all women. I never say
It's
all
not
women,
all women.
but the majority.
Because when
That I
I got
will say.
pregnant with my daughter in college, I knew what I was doing. I knew that was my responsibility that I had to take care of. And I was perfectly fine with it. I had a best friend who got an abortion the day I told her I was pregnant with Ava. Because she was like, I can't do it. And to this day, she regrets doing it because she is 35 years old and she don't have no children. She don't have nothing. And she regretted. And I would never regret my children because at the end of the day, I knew I wanted them. But the sad part about it is not everybody feels that way. I was lucky enough to know the type of family I came up in and how I wanted it to be. So when I had my girls, I knew I was going to have to deal with the consequences of being a young mama on my own.
But you see
So
how you
not
tug
everybody
into, but
okay
you see
with
how
that.
you tug, but you see how you tug into her emotion and not basing all of her decisions off logic. You tug into her emotions because you said she really didn't want it, and I just felt bad, and but she decided to lay there and have unprotected sex. She should have. She has to live with that.
Yeah,
She
I'm
should
saying that's,
accept
but
it
I
and
tell her that
own
all
it.
the time. She
Like
has to live with it. I'm not tugging
she
into
shouldn't
her
reject
emotions
shit.
because
She
that's what
shouldn't
she
reject
regrets
shit.
doing.
Regret, all that shit. I'm drunk. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'm slurred. But goddamn, she should regret shit. She really should. Like, that was her decision. Don't live life with regrets. Live life for the moment and live life to live it to the fullest. Shit. Live that shit to the fullest. And goddamn, don't motherfucking have regrets. If you want to sit here and do the shit, that's your fucking fault. You shouldn't have busted open. You shouldn't have let them shoot your club up. Oh well.
It's
gonna be a whole bunch of vasectomies going on around that motherfucker.
I bet if they had male birth control, niggas would sign the fuck up for that shit ASAP.
But I thought they were thinking about doing a male birth control or starting it.
Why you can't?
You said what?
They're gonna get laxed on like women do. So
Ready to watch that.
Your phone breaking up.
That shit. Bro, we're gonna have to do a to be continued because we got stuff to do.
All right, then, bro. Yeah, I'll be easy.
All right, Mo.
I'm finna drop this motherfucking link on Facebook. If anybody got smoke, come on with the smoke. Because I'm not reading no goddamn comments. So if you're in my comments, I'm finna drop this link in the comments. I don't know how to do this shit, so just bear with me.
All right, bro. We out.
All right, bro.